So, we're going to talk about a couple things real quick. First thing is a call option. If you do not know what a call option is, call your broker today. Ask them to upgrade to the best call option account you have. Tell them that you're paying for advice through a training website, and that they told you that you need the best account possible to match your funds, and that you won't just tell them that you know what you're doing, and that you don't want to be asked questions. You just want to be able to invest. And now, if you're upgraded for call options already, here's what you got to understand, people. The most important thing I'm going to go over first, and then I'll probably go over it last also. That way people showing up later will get to hear it also. But this is the most important thing. If you go in and if you buy stock today and they have 100% short interest and everybody holds to $100, they are going to lose. That would be $180 million, we'll assume. Times that by 100. $18 billion is what they would lose. But if they have 100 million shares short, and we go up to $50, and you sell half of your position, and they can close out their short position, then there's only going to be half the losses, 9 billion losses, and every time the price goes above that, you're not taking money from the market makers at all. Zero money will be taken from the market makers after they cover. So whenever they announce who went bankrupt, how much they lost, there's no more to get from the short interest because they covered. And the cover may have led to bankruptcy, and someone will cover their debts because there's always someone next in the food chain until we're paid. And ultimately, the only way to guarantee that you are taking the hedges money on the way up is to buy call options. You can buy whatever call option you want. Like, I got 80% of my account in September 15th options, and I got 20% of my account in January options. Like, with those September options, I'm going to, like, if it goes to $10, $20 million, I'm going to cash out $5 million, maybe throw $500,000 to $1 million on a put. Like, my brother's going to take the other $4 million because it's all his money anyways. And from there, it's going to go, like, I'm going to leave the rest of the money long. And I'm going to expect it to go to 100 million. And if it goes down, the amount that I put in the puts is going to make up for what I lose and what I didn't cash out. And I'm going to throw that back into the calls and have the same money, but at a lower price now. And it's about to skyrocket again because I know it wasn't supposed to come down. And now, every time the stock price is going up, I'm making hedgy money rather than just my own money. I want their money. It's great to make money on a stock, and it's great to believe in MULN, and it's great that David's going to finally get paid and be a free man like Elon Musk. All of that's great. But if you a hood nigga, you buying call options, and you holding. You're not exercising. You're holding, and you're holding. Like my January options, there is no price I could see where I will cash those out or exercise. I'm holding them till January or until they shut the stock market off. It's that simple, people. If you want the hedges money, you have to buy call options. And then the potential you take from them is unlimited. That doesn't mean you got to sell all your stock and buy call options. You can have 90% stock and 10% call options. But hold the call options till January with me. Come on, people. I want to see January call options up to 40,000 contracts today. Volume, let's go. Where the fuck are you? Like, if you don't know, David just dropped a lawsuit against all trading brokerages. My trading brokerage knew about this lawsuit 30 days ago, already sold out to JP Morgan, or freaking, who is it? I can't remember the name that they sold out to. It might have been JP Morgan. But ultimately, all these brokerages are going bankrupt because they have been making their money off bringing on pumpers to get you excited about a stock so you would buy options so that they can manipulate it with the news so nobody buys the stock enough so they get your option money. They've been playing this game for 10 years. We started finding out about what's really going on about 3 years ago when GameStop went off. And I'm the only place of source that you can consistently find the truth. And even I've been wrong a lot. But every day we find out more, and like now that it's all come together, we know exactly what's going on. If you don't know exactly what's going on, if you don't understand short interest, if you don't understand call options, if you don't understand that when there's, right now, let's just say there's 100,000 open contracts on MULN. That means there's 100,000 retail people that bought call options on 100,000 contracts that retail bought on MULN sometime in the last year, right? Because some of these they bought a year ago. And so what that means is when we, like, they love that the ones that are fake. Like some faggots came on here and said that I'm Astro 2.0. No, Astro's a bitch. Astro came on after me. Astro came on to try to make people forget about God Pill, but still get the edgy, like, say whatever the fuck you want. Like, that's all Astro was. He was another plant sent there to try to make God Pill look less awesome. Because nobody's like God Pill. Oh, man. And so, if you understand, when God Pill or when fucking retard Astro starts talking about delta hedging, it's fake. There cannot be a delta hedge on a squeeze. Let me explain to you what a delta hedge is implying. A delta hedge implies one of two things. They know that they're down 100,000 contracts on calls. If it went to $100 a share, those $100,000 contracts each make about 10 grand. Okay? So, what's 10 grand times 100,000? 100 million times, so it's $1 billion. Okay? So how are they going to delta hedge this $1 billion? Well, if you listen to Astro, this retard's going to tell you that they are going to just simply buy $100,000 or 100,000 call contracts. And that way, they lose the same amount as they make. Oh, really, Einstein? Who's going to give up the $1 billion? Everyone that's rich, that short stocks, already knows MULN's going to $100. Who's going to give up the $1 billion? Who's going to say, yes, Hedgie, I will gladly sell you 100,000 call contracts? Somebody's got to lose the money in order for them to make it. Retail's not shorting it. Dumb motherfucker. So that's the first proof that there's no such thing as a delta hedge. Second thing is that you're going to try to tell me is, oh, well, those 100,000 call contracts only represent 10 million shares. So all they got to do is buy 10 million shares and then they can hedge those. That's true. Well, guess what, dumb motherfucker? This is the first short squeeze ever where they let retail buy 100% of every possible share, and then the CEO announces every share they own, he is not diluting in the calendar year of 2024. So this is the first short squeeze where they have 0 shares, and they cannot get those 10 million shares until you fucking sell. And if you don't sell to 100 and you take their fucking 18 billion, the call options right now are going to take another billion. But so right now, there's call option contracts that expire fucking 4 months from now that are 10 cents a contract. That's $10 a contract. So if by some miracle of a chance this video just hit the right person who has $20 million in the bank and he knows what's fucking going on and he sees that this is the first lawsuit of its kind and it will not fail, that $20 million could buy 2 million MULN option contracts. That 2 million MULN option contracts would represent 200 million shares. If they ever decide to exercise them rather than cash them out and take the hedgies money, first of all, if they did that, they owe David Mitchery $50 billion at least, 10% of whatever we squeeze to. Then, if that person had $20 million and bought the 2 million option contracts right now at $10 a contract, and we went to $100 a share, 2 million times 10,000 is $20 trillion. Oh, we could take the entire world's wealth in a single day if everybody that bought just hold and somebody came and YOLO'd. Like, I mean, either we squeeze to 100,000 and then and all the 100,000 call options either hold until then, or somebody comes in and buys 1 million contracts right now and we just get to 100. But the entire world's wealth could be taken in a single day. And it would reflect that. Every stock would go to 0. Every bond would go to 0. And like the president of the United States will come and talk to David Mitchery and the top 3 investors, assuming I'm one of them, because I'm there regardless, like, for sure. I'm not planning on being here too long. I think I said what I needed to say. The last thing I'll reiterate is, again, if you are here to take hedgy money, if you are here for short squeeze, if you are here because you hate people that run this world, the only way to guarantee you're taking their money all the time is to hold your options and not exercise them, not cash them out. Hold them, hold them, hold them. Buy shares, buy options, take some profits, but some of your options, no matter how high the stock price goes, no matter how much money you think you've made, you fucking hold it. I'm not saying don't take profits. I'm just saying don't sell everything. Come on, people.